Wiper's parties Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua of NARC Kenya, and Eugene Wamalwa of DAP-Kenya are among the key political figures and Kenyans online who have dismissed calls for dialogue to end the Gen Z protests that's demanding for good governance and accountability in government. Kalonzo, who accompanied opposition leader Raila Odinga at a press conference at Kenyatta International Convention Centre, as shown in the previous story, said what Kenyans Gen Z are demanding is action. Martha Karua has warned against politicians hijacking a genuine clamor for accountability and reforms by the Gen Z. Give us on Minor has that story.
Immediately after Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition leader Raila Odinga joined President William Ruto in calling for dialogue to quell the nationwide Gen Z protest, a section of Kenyans online, including notable politicians, quickly dismissed the call. Through a statement on X, Wiper's Kalonzo Musyoka, who was among the leaders accompanying Raila Odinga and President William Ruto at the KICC press conference after the presidential assent to the IBC bill, hurriedly disassociated himself from the call for dialogue. He said, and I quote, "Read the mood of the people. Kenya's Gen Z have set the standard and are demanding for action. Kenya would not be in this crisis if the Ruto regime had listened and addressed the number one problem of the cost of living, as well as fully implementing the NARC report." End of quote. He was also quick to nod that he was not keen on the photo op on the red carpet at the KCC stairs. NARC Kenya leader Martha Karua also penned on her X account that, and I quote, "Dialogue can only be meaningful if the players have good faith and are guided by the best interests of the people. Let's be careful as the political class, lest we hijack the genuine clamor for accountability and reforms by the Gen Z." End of quote. Jubilee Party Secretary General Jeremiah Kioni on his side wrote, "The Waki report, the Ndongo report, TJRC report, BBA report, and the NARC report, all these were done under dialogues. How many more? The writing is on the wall. Implement the Constitution." End of quote. Another notable figure in the Azimio coalition who read from a different script is DAP-Kenya leader Eugene Wamalwa. He wrote on X, and I quote, "I am not boarding. The Gen Z's wanted action, not setting up dialogue forums that will end up discussing positions for a few politicians and cleansing. The country has a historical litany of such with reports dusted in shelves." End of quote. Agostino Neto wrote on X, and I quote, "Kenya does not need dialogue. Don't be stuck in the past." End of quote. However, defending Raila Odinga, ODM Director of Communication Philip Etale said one of the reasons Kenyans went to the streets in 2023 was the IBC issue, and it was part and parcel of the NARC process, the reason he attended the signing of the IBC bill. This as President William Ruto remained adamant, calling on youth organizations to forward representatives to the multi-sectoral forum by Friday to kick off the dialogue. Give us a Minor Prime Edition.